Amelia A's near-death experience. Near-death experience number 13509. Uploaded to the Near-Death Experience Research Foundation, March 26, 2026. Brief near-death experience due to accidental overdose of heroin. I did not have an actual body. I was more like a consciousness, an energy of some sort. I could not see clearly, but I knew I was in the room. I was next to the front door because I could see the glow of the lamp in the corner to my left. Next thing I remember is sitting straight up on the floor facing the front door with the corner lamp on my right. Paramedics were surrounding me, asking me questions. They asked me my name. I stated, "Is this a trick question?" They asked me who the president was. I said Bill Clinton, but it was actually Bush. All my memories were from 4 years prior. The paramedics then stated I needed to go to the hospital for an evaluation due to the trauma my body had just endured. I agreed and went. Once I was cleared and released from the hospital, I made my way back to the house where I encountered the man I was with. I asked him what happened, and this is the story from his perspective. After I stated that my lips were burning, I suddenly flew back onto the couch. My legs and arms were extended and stiff. He then stated that I began to convulse. I then stopped and went limp. He stated he tried to wake me by shaking me and yelling my name, but when my face and lips began to turn a deathly gray, he knew it was serious. He called the paramedics and was told to lay me on the floor. He laid me on the floor with my feet closest to the front door and the corner lamp to my right. He confirmed I was not breathing and had no pulse. He was instructed to do CPR until the paramedics arrived, which he did and is the only reason I am alive. He stated the event from start to finish was approximately 10 to 15 minutes till medical help arrived, at which point they continued to do CPR and administered Narcan. Once the Narcan was administered was when I almost immediately sat up and was back to reality. So that is my near-death experience story, very short but forever burned into my mind. I truly believe that when we die, our consciousness or energy can leave our body. What happens after? I don't know. But death is not the end, and nobody will convince me otherwise. Background information. Gender, female. Date of near-death experience, 2002. Near-death experience elements. At the time of your experience, was there an associated life-threatening event? Yes. Drug overdose. What do you consider the content of your experience? Neither pleasant nor distressing. Did you feel separated from your body? I clearly left my body and existed outside it. Sight was only able to see light variations, and sound was muffled, but I knew people were speaking. How did your highest level of consciousness and alertness during the experience compare to your normal everyday consciousness and alertness? When I was suspended near the ceiling with no body, just a consciousness or energy, but my experience was very short. What time during the experience were you at your highest level of consciousness? Less consciousness and alertness than normal. Were your thoughts sped up? No. Did time seem to speed up or slow down? Everything seemed to be happening at once, or time stopped or lost all meaning. For me it was an instant, but in reality 15 minutes or so had passed. Are your senses more vivid than usual? No. Please compare your vision during the experience to your everyday vision that you had immediately prior to the time of the experience. I could not see detail, only variations in lighting. Please compare your hearing during the experience to your everyday hearing that you had immediately prior to the time of the experience. I could not hear detail, only muffled voices as if I were underwater. Did you seem to be aware of things going on elsewhere? No. Did you pass through or into a tunnel? No. Did you see any beings in your experience? No. Did you encounter or become aware of any deceased beings? No. Did you see or feel surrounded by a bright light? No. Did you see an unearthly light? No. Did you seem to enter another world? Some unfamiliar and strange place. I was still in the room, but not in a physical form. What emotions did you feel during the experience? No emotion. I was just present. Do you have a feeling of peace or pleasantness? No. Do you have a feeling of joy? No. Do you feel a sense of harmony or unity with the universe? No. Did you suddenly understand everything? No. Did scenes from your past come back? No. Did you reach a boundary or a limiting physical structure? Uncertain. I had no physical structure, and I felt as if I was between life and what comes after. I wonder if I had not been brought back, where would I have gone? Did you come to a border or point of no return? No. God, spiritual, and religion. What was your religion prior to your experience? Christian. Other Christian. I have always leaned towards Christian beliefs. However, at the time of this event, I was not practicing, but I've never denied my view of God. Have your religious practices changed? Uncertain. What is your religion now? Christian. Other Christian. I do not practice the typical Christian faith, as I have my own relationship with God. I pray and don't deny the existence of a higher power. I believe we are judged by what is in our hearts. Did your experience include features consistent with your earthly beliefs? Content that was both consistent and not consistent with beliefs you had at the time of your experience. I believed that God would return for us one day after we passed, but I now believe that something happens immediately after we pass. Did you have a change in your values and beliefs because of your experience? Uncertain. Did you seem to encounter a mystical being or presence or hear an unidentifiable voice? No. Did you encounter or become aware of any beings who previously lived on Earth who were described by name in religions? For example, Jesus, Muhammad, Buddha, etc. No. During your experience, did you gain information about premortal existence? No. During your experience, did you gain information about universal connection or oneness? I believe we are a consciousness or kind of energy that will exist after our physical body can no longer sustain us. During your experience, did you gain information about the existence of God? No. Concerning our earthly lives other than religion. During your experience, did you gain special knowledge or information about your life purpose? No. During your experience, did you gain information about the meaning of life? No. During your experience, did you gain information about an afterlife? Yes. Only that I know where I was inside the house, and I know I was outside my body because of the lamplight placement. Did you gain information about how to live our lives? No. During your experience, did you gain any information about life's difficulties, challenges, or hardships? No. During your experience, did you gain information about love? No. What life changes occurred in your life after your experience? Large changes in my life. I quit using drugs and became a functioning member of society. Have your relationships changed specifically because of this experience? No. After the near-death experience. Was the experience difficult to express in words? Uncertain. It's hard to describe exactly how I saw and heard the environment around me. Nothing was vivid, but I know I was out of my body, higher in the room and facing towards myself. How accurately do you remember the experience in comparison to other life events that occurred around the time of the experience? I remember the experience more accurately than other life events that occurred around the time of the experience. Most of that time is a blur, but this event was so strong I can never forget it. I still get goosebumps when I think about it. Do you have any psychic, non-ordinary, or other special gifts after your experience that you did not have before the experience? Yes. The feeling of more deja vu, that I have dreamt events in my life before they happen. Small, random events. Are there one or several parts of your experience that are especially meaningful or significant to you? Just the vivid memory of being outside of my body. Or shared this experience with others? Yes. Did you have any knowledge of near-death experiences prior to your experience? No. What did you believe about the reality of your experience shortly, days to weeks, after it happened? Experience was definitely real. I view it as absolutely real, and no one will ever convince me that it was in my head. The lamp placement is proof that I physically left my body for a moment. At any time in your life, has anything ever reproduced any part of this experience? No. Did the questions asked and information that you were provided accurately and comprehensively describe your experience? Yes. Anything else to add? No.